Hello guys, welcome back to another video now. In this video we are going to be talking about Encanto, but really it should just be called Family Problems. And here is why. Let's start off with the obvious. So this is the whole family, right? You got a bunch of whatever their names are, I could care less. Now, let's just start off with Bruno. You telling me, you only kicked him out. The only reason you kicked him out was because he used his power. Like, that's literally his power. Is that he can predict the future. And you just, oh yeah, stop predicting our future, stop using your power. And then you kick him out? Nah. I mean, now if you told me that he looked like a drug addict, or look a lot like a homeless person and a drug addict, and that's why you kicked him out, I would be on your side. But no, you kicked him out because he was using his power, the ability that he was chosen to have. And nah, don't even get me started on the costumes. Don't even get me started on the costumes. Why did you make this a costume? At this point, at this point, you could literally have just taken a jet. You could have just made him a Jedi. Like he basically just took a Jedi robe and turned it green and said, "Good enough for me." And now let's talk about Luisa. I'm not even gonna try and say the names. All I know is this is a rip off of literally the Hulk, like She-Hulk. But if it was a rip off of She-Hulk. Except, of course, She-Hulk isn't as buff as the original Hulk. And next up, of course, you gotta be kidding me. Whatever, the main characters, I don't even know their names because I don't even like the movie. But she looks just like Phoebe from Ghostbusters Frozen Empire and, of course, Afterlife. She's literally just Phoebe from Ghostbusters. But in a Disney movie. And a lot, and completely awful. Phoebe in the Ghostbusters movies is great. She's a great actor. This? No. And don't even get me started. No. Isabella, you are literally Scarlet Overkill. Or even Cinderella. But you suck a lot more than them both. And, oh, don't even get me started. At first I was gonna put the image of that vegan teacher, but nah. She looks a lot more like Granny. And I'm saying this now, Granny looks a lot better than she does. I would trust Granny a lot more than I would with this woman. And yeah, don't even get me started. This guy is basically just this guy, without the Spider-Man costume. Also, you telling me he can shapeshift? How's about he shapeshifts into an atom? That way we cannot see him, and hopefully he'll stay that way, because I do not want to see him, nor any other character in this. And of course, Antonio. You can't tell me he doesn't look like the kid who puts on the Spider-Man mask with the bushy hair. I mean, you clearly see the resemblance. And no, don't even get me started. Peppa, or however you say her name, she's literally just Sun and Moon. But again, she's basically the Sun and Moon because when she's happy, she's like Sun. When she's mad, she has of course like rain clouds and stuff. And when Sun is happy, he's of course Sun Job. Yeah, when the lights are off, he becomes Moon Job. They basically just stole FNAF. They basically just stole FNAF Scott. They literally just stole your whole ideas. And you're not gonna do anything about this? And now, I'm not saying Corey Kenshin is bad, I'm saying he's great. But this guy looks like the off-brand version of Corey Kenshin. Like, nah. And then, nah. Okay, you can't say that she basically just resembles this lady. And, the mother of the main character has got to take that vegan teacher's role. They don't look very similar, but I bet they are. And now, you can't tell me that Austin, as his name is, isn't Hitler. Same hair, same face. They both wear the same suit and tie. There ain't no way that this isn't Hitler. So you're gonna kick out the drug addict, the guy who looks like a drug addict, but you're not gonna kick out Hitler from your house. Okay, I've heard enough. Now, in conclusion, this movie was completely awful. The characters are awful, especially this one. And I do not recommend watching this movie. In fact, Rotten Tomatoes, you should have given this movie a 0, because I couldn't even finish watching this movie. Me and my family all didn't even end up finishing this movie because we didn't even like it. Like, we literally turned on Law and Order because we were so bored of watching this movie. Like, there's literally 0 fight scenes, and you already know, Disney, you're only gonna get people's attention if there's like a cool fight scene and all. You can't just keep doing your songs. Also, the 3D animation, guys. The storyline, awful. The characters, awful. The plot, awful. Disney, you're losing your touch. In fact, you've already lost it. There's no redemption after this, unless you put Mickey Mouse. Like, I heard that they might possibly make a live-action Mickey Mouse, and if they do that, I'm suing them for existing. Like, I swear to God, Disney, stop. You need to stop. Like, I'm literally right now, if I was trapped in a room with all the Disney animators and the people who thought that these movies were great ideas, I would literally be replicating the Michael, don't leave me here, Michael. Like, seriously, Disney, either take a breather and get some actual ideas, or just stop making movies until you come up with an idea that you know isn't either cringe or is just so boring, or that isn't a remake of a movie that isn't a live-action remake that no one is going to care about. And if it's unless it's anything else that isn't like that, and unless it's an actually good idea, not that you guys have been having good ideas recently, but if it is actually a good idea, then make it. If it's not, don't make it. And that's all I have to say. Remember, like and subscribe. Comment down below what I should do next, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.